Hi everybody, Christian from BattleGoat Studios.
And George.
We want to talk to you guys today about some of the changes that are coming to Galactic Ruler, our game that's currently in early access that some of you have gotten a chance to check out already. But a topic that George and I have been talking about since very early in development is how the economy is going to work in Galactic Ruler, and specifically the commodity system we use.
And one of the changes that we made specifically to try to simplify some of the micromanagement that comes with games of this type is to limit the number of different commodity types that we have in the game. In Supreme Ruler series, we've supported 11 different commodity types, 8 raw material types, and 3 finished goods that you build from raw materials. We look to simplify that so that it isn't so much necessarily about worrying about really specific resources that you need to deal with, but having the resource system still be very important in the overall universe that you were playing in. And we went down to a system of 4 commodities, 3 raw materials, and 1 finished good in that you can exploit in the galaxy.
So some of the system that we're talking about there has still been under review, that we've had players playing the game, reporting back, and the early versions of Galactic Ruler really had no limits on a lot of this stuff. You were flush with resources. You could build as much you want to. So we've been having the team lately doing some discussions on how we want to set limits and throttles to be able to give you reason to leave your planet. Like, why are these factions deciding to go out and explore the galaxy? To try and do some of that, we're going to adjust the balance of player planets and AI planets so that not every resource is immediately available.
And one of the things as well that we looked at in our original designs, we created energy as a resource, and we generally made it more logical from a physics perspective that energy is something you would be able to create. You'd set up in your reactors and this and that. So energy was what we call a synthetic resource, meaning you didn't mine it out of the ground, you created it from facilities. But that creates some, I think, gameplay issues or limitations, because being able to have energy as a resource that you have to mine does create the ability to create the scarcity of it. It creates conflict over where that comes from. And so that is something we actually are going back in our next fast track versions to change and make it so that energy is a resource that you do have to originally start to mine out of your planet, and only much later in the tech tree can you develop a synthetic version of it. While this has a sort of artificial feel to it, it is also one that is very familiar to strategy game players, from Tiberium back in the old Command & Conquer series to 10 million other versions of that same magic resource that have come since. It is very familiar to players.
And the other thing this has led us to is a topic we were trying to figure out before was what to do in the system maps across the galaxy about the non-landable worlds. If you encounter a gas giant or an asteroid or a world that's just all lava, we wanted to make them have meaning within the grand opera of the game. So we've also been able to develop from some of these changes in the resource model a system for exploiting non-landable planets at the system level. So being able to claim a world and set up either a station to mine the minerals and ores that are available there, or to mine the energy. And that energy is going to be particularly important by bringing our commodities into the 4 set that we have now. The energy acts as a raw good for producing the materials that build units and facilities, but it's also the fuel for keeping your units moving. So again, this is all stuff that we're still playing with, getting the balance for the economy, and really looking for everybody's feedback as we start rolling these out. Watch the change logs as our fast track builds come out, and we will highlight as some of these economy changes are coming in so players know what to look for, and we're just going to keep adapting and working to make the game better. So thanks for watching the video. If you haven't caught our latest few, you can catch up on all of them on YouTube, and we are doing discussions still, chatting with the community on Steam, on our forums, and you can find us on all the normal social media stuff. So thanks for checking out the video, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, keep those energy levels up, and talk to you later.